Good morning. The time is 10 a.m. August 30, a Monday, 2021. The news headline. The move by Ohaneze Ndigbo to welcome law-abiding Fulani herdsmen in Southeast is commendable. Just by fresh year, the activities of some bad herdsmen in many parts of southern Nigeria forced the southern governors to ban open grazing in all parts of southern Nigeria. Although this move was criticized heavily by some northerners, the governors did not, however, stop their decision. They went ahead to set a deadline when states in the southern region need to implement the decision reached in Asaba, Delta State. This singular act led many herdsmen who could no longer cope in the southeast region to relocate back to the north, halting their cattle business in the process. As it stands now, the Ohaneze Ndigbo are calling law-abiding Fulani herdsmen to come back to the southeast and continue their business. In our today's political report, we will adduce reason why the move by the Ohaneze Ndigbo to welcome law-abiding Fulani herdsmen in the southeast is commendable. According to a report made by Vanguard, the youth wing of Apex Igbo Sociocultural Group Ohaneze Ndigbo has revealed their readiness to welcome back law-abiding Fulani herdsmen in the southeast. This call was made by the Deputy National President, Youth Wing, Ohaneze FCC Jones in Owerri. Why should this move be commended by all Nigerians? I think every peace-loving Nigerian needs to see this as a good move. This call by Ohaneze Ndigbo for law-abiding Fulani herdsmen to return to business in all parts of Southeast is commendable. This will help foster the relationship between Fulani and the people of the Southeast. It will help change the narrative that Igbos dislike the Fulanis. Who are the Fulanis that are law-abiding? I think the law-abiding Fulanis should be those that have a job, a house, and also pay taxes to the state government. I think those Fulanis should be numbered and made to live with other members of the public instead of staying in the forest all the time. They need to be numbered and identified. The time is 10:05. The analysis. As per the anti-open grazing law, we could remember that a deadline was set by the southern governors, by the 17 member states of southern governors to enact the laws banning the open grazing as a way of tackling the murderous and destructive activities of the Fulani herdsmen. And it seems that some southeast governors are not taking the matter serious. So, the Southern Governors Forum, at its meeting on 5th July, directed member states to pass the anti-grazing law by 1st September 2021. And that in the Southeast, Abia State said it already has a law in place against the open grazing, but the law enforcement agencies, particularly the police, have been reluctant to enforce it. And that in Enugu State, the bill to enact the law has just passed second reading in the House of Assembly. Anambra State seems not to be interested in making the law at all, claiming that the state has a standing compensation arrangement for farmers and herders in case of destruction by either side. But with the arrangement in place, clashes between Fulani herders and communities have been going on. Therefore, in Imo State, the House of Assembly said that it has commenced work on the bill on open grazing law, but said that it is still at the first reading stage at that particular time. However, the Ebonyi State seems not to be interested in making the law, as it is not yet made any move towards it. That is, no bill on the law is with the State House of Assembly. It could be remembered that after the meeting by the southern governors, the Ebonyi State governor actually visited President Muhammadu Buhari after his trip, and after they have agreed at the meeting within the 17 southern governors, after his own visit to the president of the country, he came back and he reiterated that he is no longer part of the anti-grazing the anti-open grazing law going as agreed by the southern governors. This could actually be bring about strange feelings from the other southern governors, because they had both agreed at the earlier stage to go together as per this anti-open grazing law. And this must have been because the Ebonyi state government, as said by the senior special assistant to the president on media and publicity in person of Garba Shehu, where he said that Ebonyi state was also a beneficiary of the 24 billion naira which has been allocated for ranching for the Fulani Herdsmên. However, the situation is worrisome because their counterparts in the southwest and south-south have either enacted the law or have gone very far in making the law. The question is, why are southeast governors reluctant to make the laws to protect their people and their farms, even when some parts of north, including Katsina, which is the President Muhammadu Buhari state, have outlawed open grazing? Who are the southwest governors afraid of? Yet, just lately, the Ohaneze group has actually said that they are welcoming the law-abiding Fulani Herdsmen in southeast, which is actually commendable. They said the activities of some bad herdsmen in many parts of the southern Nigeria was the reason why the southern governors have to ban open grazing in parts of southern Nigeria, whereby the law is still about to commence in September. Whereby in Asaba, Delta State, that was where the southern region, where they actually need to implement the decision, whereby of which the southern governors had actually made. And the singular act that led many herdsmen who could no longer cope in the southeast region to relocate back to the north was halting their cattle business in the process. As it stands now, the Ohaneze Ndigbo are calling the law-abiding Fulani herdsmen to come back to their southeast and continue their business as far as they are going to be law-abiding. And that was made in today's political report, whereby the Ohaneze Ndigbo says that they are going to welcome and they are ready to welcome back the law-abiding Fulani herdsmen back to the southeast. This call was made by the Deputy National President of the Youth Wing, Ohaneze FCC Jones, in Owerri. And he says that they think that every peace loving Nigeria needs to see this as a good move, because their call is for law-abiding Fulani herdsmen, and this will foster the relationship between the Fulani people and the Southeast people, and it will also change the narratives that the Igbos dislike the Fulanis, and that what they are trying to just curb is the excesses of which the Fulani herdsmen are going by, grazing people's farmlands that does not belong to them, and also using it as a means to rape their women and their girls. And it says that the Fulani that they are going to be allowing are those that have a job, they have a house, and also pay taxes to the state government. The time is 10:10 a.m. Good morning.